guys, and I'm back with part 3. Now we started off. We left off at. I turned off the game at that point. I'm not suspicious by this way, but by this is way too fucked up even for me. I haven't played it at all today. Hell, I didn't even get any sleep last night. I kept hearing the reverse song of healing music in my head, and just remembering the sense of dread I felt exploring Clocktown. I drove back to the old man's house today, asked him some questions with a buddy of mine. No way I was going there alone, only to find there's a for sale in the front for sale sign in the front yard. When I rang the door, no one was there. So now I'm back here writing down the rest of my thoughts and recording what happened. Sorry if some of this has grammatical errors and whatnot. I'm running on. No sleep here. I'm terrified of this game, even more so now that I relived it a second time, writing this all down, but I feel like there's still more to it than meets the eye, and there's something wait 1 second. Something calling to me to investigate further. I think Ben is something in equation, but I don't know what. And if I could get a hold of the old man, I could be able to find some answers. I need another day or so to recuperate before tackling this game again. It's already taken a toll on my sanity, I feel like, but next time I do this, I'm going to be recording my footage all the way through. The idea to record only came to me towards the end, so you will see the last few minutes of what I saw, including Skull Kid and the elegy statue. But it's on YouTube here. I'm going to stay in this thread for a little while longer before I fall asleep. To answer any questions you guys might have, or hopefully listen to your ideas or theories to help me, please shed some light into this, or maybe things I should try to do. I'm going to play Ben's file tomorrow and see what happens. Maybe I was supposed to do that all along. I don't believe in paranormal shit, but this is a little fucked up. But maybe this Ben guy is just a really good hacker programmer. I don't want to think about the alternatives he isn't. Post number 2, September 8th, 2010. I'm going to post what happened and link the video footage, but last night everything got too real for me. I think done messaging around with this. I passed out really pretty much immediately after making that thread. But last night, that elegy of Epmus statue, I had a dream about it. I dreamed that it followed me in my dream, that I would be minding my own business, and I felt my neck hairs stand up on my end. I would turn around, that horrible lifeless statue would be staring with those empty eyes right at me, merely inches away. In my dream, I remember calling it Ben, and never before I had a dream like that, and I couldn't remember so vividly. But the more important thing is I did get some sleep, I suppose. Today I'm putting off playing the game as long as I could. I drove back up to that neighborhood to see if that old man came back. As I expected, the car was still gone, but no one was home. As I was walking back to the car, the man next door mowing the grass killed the power to his lawnmower and asked me if I was looking for someone. I told him that I was looking to talk to the old man that lives over there. To which he told me that I already knew he was moving. trying a different avenue. I asked if the old man had any family relatives I could talk to. I discovered that this old man had never been married, nor did he have any children or grandchildren, though through adoption. Starting to become worried, I asked one final question, one that should I have asked from the beginning. Who was Ben? The man's expression turned grim, and I learned that 4 doors around 8 years ago, April 23rd, the man informed me that it was the same day as his anniversary. That's how he knew the specific date. There was an accident with a young boy named Ben in the neighborhood. Shortly after his parents moved, despite any further attempts to talk to the man to get more information, he would divulge anything else. I went back and started playing again. I loaded up the game immediately and jumped at the title screen where the mask files were by. What? I'm back, guys. Sorry about that. Let's be back. The mask files. The sound that played was not the normal sound. It was something more higher pitched. Bracing the mask. Pitch. I pressed start, bracing the worst, but just like the 2 nights ago, the files, your turn and Ben, were displayed. Truth be told, I looked at the Ben file earlier. It seems flucidated between displaying the owl saved and not. I brought up the Ben file, hesitated for a moment, noticing stats were not the same as the original were 2 days ago. It seemed like he had already completed the Stone Tower Temple this time. Summoning my courage, I selected it. Immediately, I was thrust into complete chaos. Sure enough, I was outside Stone Tower Temple, but that's about all. That was expected. The zone itself wasn't called Stone Tower Temple, but rather ST space O space N space E, and immediately a dialogue box of complete gibberish that I couldn't make out greeted me. Link's body was distorted. His back was cocked violently to the side, where his posture was permanently disfigured. Link's expression was dull, almost monotonous or something like that. He had an expression on his face that I didn't recognize before. It was a blank look, as if he was dead. As Link stood there, his body spasmed irregularly back and forth. I examined what had become of my avatar, and I noticed that I had a C button item I had never seen before. Some kind of note. Pressing it did nothing. Sounds played back and forth that I didn't recognize from the game. Almost demonic in nature. There was some kind of high-pitched yip or some kind of laugh or something playing in the background. I had all of 2 minutes to take the environment before another one of those fucking algae and emptiness statues was summoned, and immediately after, I was cut into the dawn of the new day screen. Except this time, without the blurted subtext, I was a Deku scrub in Clocktown. The scene would normally play after the first time you'd travel back in time. Tad'll say, what just happened? It's as if everything has, but instead of saying started over, she finished her remark in broken tasks as the laugh of the happy mask salesman played in the background. I was put back in the character, but from a fucked up camera angle. I was looking from behind the door of the twisted version and the Happy Mask Salesman scene was fall before I noticed the gathering of 3 figures to the side. One of them being opponent. I'm not talking to anything, one! As I approached them, to my horror, I saw the Happy Mask Salesman. I saw the Happy Mask Salesman. Salesman, the Skull Kid, and the elegy of a Leptin statue, just standing there. I figured maybe they were bugged out now, but by now, I told myself that I should know better. Nevertheless, I approached them carefully and found that the Skull Kid was playing some kind of idle animation on loop. It was the same with Epona and the elegy of a Leptin statue, with doing what it been doing all along, just standing there eerily. It was the Happy Mask Salesman that scared me more profoundly. Reminded me, reminded me of my first encounter with the Skull Kid on top of the clock tower. I pulled out my ocarina, with which the game played the ding dong sound, which you're supposed to play the ocarina. Happy Mask Salesman own song, and the song that had been playing on loop back in days before, the Song of Healing. I finished playing the song as I did. An ear-piercing shriek blasted out of my teeth. Into once again in flames and died. I meant the 3 figures I stayed lit up during my death screen as they watched my lifeless body burn. I can't describe to you how sudden and terrifying the transition from earring to terror it is. You're going to have to watch the video if you want to see firsthand. The same fear that caused me to lose sleep 2 days ago started to grip me again as I was met with the text. You met with a horrible fate, haven't you? That for the third time, there has to be some kind of meaning behind that. So that's the end. Wait for part 4, last final part probably.